Yesterday we had started second chapter, polynomials. We know what is a polynomial. All the expressions are not polynomials. So what are the polynomials? When we have the expression, any expression, like one example here, this expression, the variable used here is x. So this is a polynomial in variable x, and the power of x is, here it is 2, here it is 1. So a polynomial should have the variable with positive power, or we can say a polynomial has the positive integral power of the variable. Now, and we also know about the different types of polynomials in term of the terms, types of polynomials in term of degrees. We know them. So here we'll be solving, today is exercise 2.1. We'll be doing few questions now. First question, which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? And you have to state the reasons for your answer. The first question is 4x square minus 3x plus 7. What do you notice here in this expression? What is the variable used here? Both the cases, both the terms, we have x. So the variable is x, and here x has positive power, that is 2. Here x has power 1. Both are positive and whole number. We can say positive integral power. Positive integral. Integral means whole number and a positive whole number. The power of the variable should be a positive whole number. So the first question we have, it is a polynomial because the variable used here is x and it has the positive integral power for both the terms. So it is a polynomial in one variable. Now coming to the second question, we have y square plus root 2. The variable used here is y and this is the constant, that is root 2. It may be a rational number, irrational number. The constant may be any real number actually. So here y is the variable and it has positive integral power in the expression. In this expression, only the first term has variable which has the positive integral power, positive whole number as the power. You can see positive whole number as the power. So it is a polynomial in one variable. Now coming to this next question, this is 3 root t plus t root 2. You can see it is root 2. The variable here in both the terms used is t. Here is t, here also t. This is 3 root t. How can we write root t? In the last exercise, in the last chapter, we know that the laws of exponent, root a is a to the power half. You can see the power here is not a positive integral power. It is positive but not a whole number. Power is not a whole number. So how can we rewrite the same expression? That is 3t to the power half plus root 2t. Root 2 is the irrational number, then t is the variable. So here t has the fractional power and in the second term we have t as power 1. Now whether it is a polynomial or not, it is not a polynomial. Why it is not a polynomial? In the first term the variable t has the fractional power, though in the second term we have t has the positive integral power. But in the whole expression, because of this first term doesn't have the positive integral power, So this expression is not a polynomial in one variable. Fourth one, y plus 2 upon y. Do you remember the last chapter, laws of exponent, we have learned? The negative exponent, do you remember? 1 upon a is equals to a to the power minus 1. We know that. So using the same law of exponent, we can write the second term as 2 into y to the power minus 1. So the whole expression can be rewritten as y plus 2 to the power minus 1. Is it a polynomial? No, it is not a polynomial. Why it is not a polynomial? The variable used here in both the terms, that is y, and y has positive integral power for the first term, but the second term has negative power. So it is not a polynomial in one variable. Now the next question, question 5. X to the power 10 plus y to the power 3 plus t to the power 50. In this expression, how many variables are used? You can see x is one variable, y is the other variable, and t is the third variable. Three variables are used here, x, y and t. And what about the powers? X has power 10, which is a positive whole number. Y has power 3, that is also a positive whole number or positive integral number. And t has power 50. This 50 also has, it is a positive whole number. So this expression is a polynomial as the variables, they have the positive integral power. But it is not a polynomial in one variable. It is a polynomial in three variables. Now next question, question 2. Write the coefficients of x square in the following expressions. Now the first expression is given here, 2 plus x square plus x. We are asked to write the coefficient of x square. So we see the second term has x square. Now you can see x square multiplied with 1 is how much? Is x square. So what is the coefficient of x square? Coefficient of x square is 1, that is plus 1. Why plus 1? We have plus sign before this term x square. So coefficient of x square is 1. Then second example, second question, 2 minus x square plus x to the power 3. In this you can see this x square has which sign before x square? That is minus sign. That means x square is multiplied with minus 1. So what will be the coefficient of x square? Coefficient of x square is minus 1. Question 3, third part. Pi upon 2 into x square plus x. In this question, x square has coefficient as pi upon 2. So coefficient of x square is pi upon 2. Fourth part, root 2x minus 1. Can you see x square in this expression? It is not there. So how can we rewrite this including x square? So we can rewrite the same expression as 0 into x square, which becomes 0, plus root 2x minus 1. So what is the coefficient of x square? That is 0. So coefficient of x square is 0 for this expression. In this term, 0 is the coefficient of x square. Now question 3. Question 3 is, you have to give one example of a binomial of degree 35 and a monomial of degree 100. So first we will be writing a binomial of degree 35. We can write any binomial, any variable we can use. I have used here the variable x. X to the power 35 plus 1. Two terms are there. The variable x has power 35. So the degree of this binomial is 35. Now next example, we have to write a monomial of degree 100. Variable, you can take any of this variable x, y, z, t, p, any variable. I have taken here y to the power 100. Just one term, so it is a monomial and degree of this monomial is 100. So it is one of the example of a monomial of degree 100. Next question. Question 4. Write the degree of each of the following polynomials. The first polynomial 5x cube plus 4x square plus 7x. As you can see, how many terms are there? 3 terms are there. What is the variable used here? X is the variable used in this polynomial. In this polynomial, the degree of the first term is 3, x to the power 3. Degree for the second term is 2 and third term is 1. So highest degree is 3. So this is a polynomial of degree 3. The next question, 4 minus y square. Two terms are there. Y is the variable and y has power 2. So it is a polynomial of degree 2. Third part, 5t minus root 7. Variable used here is t and t has power 1. Normally that is omitted. It is written as 5t or 5x and so on. So what is the degree of this polynomial? Degree of this polynomial is 1. Then the last question, 3. Do you remember 3 is a constant? It is a constant. We cannot see the variable here, but same constant, it is known as the constant polynomial, and the same constant polynomial can be written as 3 into x to the power 0. The laws of exponent says x to the power 0 is equals to 1 when x is not equals to 0. So we can write 3 as 3 into x to the power 0, which becomes 3. Since it is a constant polynomial, so degree of this polynomial is 0. Degree of any constant polynomial other than 0 is 0. Now the last question, we have to write the categories of the polynomials. We have to write the category of the polynomials as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. What do you know about the polynomials with regards to their degrees? If the degree of the polynomial is 1, we say it is a linear polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is 2, we say the quadratic polynomial. If the degree of the polynomial is 3, then we say it is a cubic polynomial. So we have 3 categories of the polynomials. I have separated as linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. You can see the fourth part, we have 1 plus x. So it is a linear polynomial. And the fifth part is 3t, that is also t has power 1. So this is also a linear polynomial. And quadratic polynomial means the variables should have 2 as the highest degree of the polynomial. In these 3 questions, the first one, x square plus x, the highest degree is 2. Third, y plus y square plus 4, highest degree of this polynomial is 2. And sixth part, r square, here also the degree of the polynomial is 2. So these 3 are the degree of the polynomial is 2, so we say they are the quadratic polynomials. And the last type of polynomials, you can see the second part, x minus x cube. The degree of the polynomial, the highest degree is 3. Now the seventh part, the last part, 7x cube. Degree of this polynomial is 3. So these two are the cubic polynomials, as the degree of the polynomials are 3. So today the exercise is complete, that is exercise 2.1. Tomorrow we will be starting zeros of a polynomial. We will be learning about the zeros of the polynomial tomorrow.